Hi legends, how is everyone doing today? Beautiful Thursday. What is happening with the price of Bitcoin? Let's analyze what is going on here. Let me just switch myself on and say hi to the community. Hi everyone, hope you're all keeping well. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. What is happening here with the price of Bitcoin? Are we seeing a recovery? Did we make a little diamond pattern here to the downside? Are we reversing? Okay, can we go to higher levels? And I'm not claiming that we can go to all-time highs, but perhaps a nice little recovery bounce could be in order. Okay, I see also a lot of altcoins are starting to pop here to the upside. Some of them are breaking trend. Is this the moment where we can see some of the altcoins outperforming Bitcoin? The BTC or the altcoin over Bitcoin dominance, BTC pairs are looking juicy. It looks great. So far, so good. I mean, we have to trade the data that is in front of us. And just want to put this a little bit softer over here. Okay, let's go through some comments. Say hi to the community. Thanks for joining. And let me just put myself here on a small little screen over here. Okay, as you guys can see, I have been watching the liquidity. Looks very juicy here to the upside. Okay, up until I would say what, 61,800, 62,600. Are we going up to come and grab this liquidity? Very interesting. We can go and analyze the price of Bitcoin over here, and you can see I've been tracking this purely from a trend line perspective. And is this a little diamond pattern here at the bottom? So far, so good. Okay, it looks like we found a reversal. I was really hoping for another, when we were over here, I was hoping for another claim of the lows. That would have been such a beautiful long entry for me over here. But nonetheless, I got in a little bit late, but I still got into the trade. And I was just hoping for that claim of the lows or momentum here to the upside, and we just held this level so beautifully without claiming it. And now a little diamond pattern that formed over here. I don't trade diamond patterns. I think diamond patterns is considered one of the patterns from a trading perspective with the lowest hit rate. Okay, so I think they have like a 55% chance of playing out or a 51% chance of playing out. They are not very successful patterns to trade. Okay, but it does look definitely like a diamond where you have high volume nodes in the middle of the diamond. That's usually how you identify a diamond pattern. High volume, okay, both green and red, in my case purple. You have a little diamond pattern, which is considered a reversal pattern. And a measured move is usually when you take the low to the high, right? And we drag it across where we had the breakout. So can we expect a $60,400 price on Bitcoin here before we potentially look at reversals, which is also in confluence with this consolidation area over here? Okay, let's see how this plays out, but quite interesting. So the breakout that I played, so I got a little bit late into the trade. Also, before I get to that, the other thing I wanted to highlight is beautiful volume strategy that played out on the price of Bitcoin. For those of you that are not familiar with the volume strategy, let me grab this little rectangle. You have a high volume node from the body to the wick. You drag it across. Okay, and this is where we're currently struggling to break through. And you can see when you have a high volume node, okay, when you have a high volume node over here, you break through with more high volume, you come back for a retest. There's a high probability that you are going to reject and you are going to claim the low again. Okay, we didn't quite claim the low, but still volume strategy played out to perfection over here. The other thing that I noticed is when you take a trend-based fib, and this is something that I watched last night when the FO, you know, the interest rate meeting and things, the FOMC meeting took place yesterday. When you take an extended fib from the low to the high, and you guys guessed it, huh? Can you guys guess what I'm about to do? I need to make a video again about the 1.618 level. Look at where we rejected at exactly the 1.618. I mean, these Fibonacci levels gets respected so damn good. It's actually scary to see how many times we reject by the 1.618 in confluence with the volume strategy. Beautiful upwards momentum, a rejection back to the downside at the 1.618, and now we're finding upwards momentum here. Will it hold, legends? Will it hold? That is the question. Okay, right. Now we need to monitor this structure over here, and you can see I've got a little trend line. I played also the breakout here to the upside, just added slightly to my position. And I mean the one line trend strategy, if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. You will see when you go to my YouTube channel, I just want to show everyone here, okay? When you go to my YouTube channel, for those, because I do get this question quite often. When you go onto my YouTube channel, you will see I have a trading tutorial section over here, and I try and release at least one video a week. Sometimes it's not always possible, where I educate and I share my trading strategy, the one that's called here, Just Copy Me. Okay, that's where I share my one-line trade strategy. And then for beginners, this is how you start out, all the tools that you would need, Mixi, how to use Mixi. What I also like about this Mixi tutorial, please remember guys that, and for those of you that do use multiple platforms to trade on, you will know that all of the exchanges, they rhyme. They don't look exactly the same, but they rhyme. Mixi, Blowfin, Bybit, they all look very similar. The UI works the same. You transfer money in and out the same way. You do features trading the same way. You set your leverage the same way. So by watching this tutorial, you have a very good idea on how to use Bybit and Blowfin as well. But I do promise I will release a Blowfin tutorial shortly, explaining everything you need to know on how to sign up, how to get money into the exchange, how to withdraw cash, leverage trade, spot trading, and also copy trading. Okay, got my moon phases over here. I actually want to talk about the moon phases today. And then this is from an investment perspective. If you are purely an investor, okay, you don't want to trade, this is most probably the simplest strategy that you can use from a long-term perspective. If you have big bags and you're holding Bitcoin for the long term, this is a great investment video to check out. Yeah, and then daily, weekly, and monthly levels. I often talk about weekly, daily, and monthly levels, and how do I actually use them and how do you draw them. Okay, quick little, I think this video is like 7 minutes long. Okay, quick little tutorial over here. And on Sunday, I'll add yet again another video onto this tutorial section over here. So for those of you, go watch these videos. They are very educational. Okay, right. Let's get back here onto the price of Bitcoin. Legends, just quickly what I'm noticing right now is if we can break through this resistance with high volume, okay, I want to see a little bit more green volume kicking in here. I want to see more green volume, and we can flip it, RS flip, use flip, resistance into support, then definitely, you know, we broke down, we had high volume, we retested it, and if we can break through successfully and retest it as support, definitely we can go higher from here. Okay, but we need to break through this level, and I'm not seeing a lot of volume just as yet. Okay, let me just do this. Let's say hi to the community. Alan, good afternoon, welcome, thanks for joining. I see you, Irina. Hi Devold, hi Irina. Graf, hey man, welcome to the stream. Valeria, hello Devold, how are you? I am doing perfectly fine. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I need to admit something. Let me just put myself back on the screen, and if I forget to put myself on the other screen, you know what you need to do. Just send some sad faces here on the emojis. Yesterday, during my live stream, I said, if the likes is the same as the amount of people that's watching, I will do something crazy. And it happened, okay? I ended the stream, and then after the fact, people started sending me messages saying, screenshots, and saying, Devold, there was more likes than the amount of people that were watching the stream. And the promise that I made to the community is to say that I will do something crazy. Okay, so today, today is the day where you can write here in the comments, what is that crazy thing that you would like me to do? Okay, I'm not going to make any suggestions. It is completely up to you guys. Yeah, what would you like me to do? I promised that I would do something crazy on the live stream. If you guys would like me to dye my hair, I can already admit to you guys that I will most probably use like something that can wash out very quickly, because you will see what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks and you'll understand why I don't want to do anything permanent for now. Okay, so let me know in the comments anything crazy that you would like me to do. Do you want me to do an educational thing? You know, it can be Bitcoin related, it can be crypto related, it can be eating stinky fish, or shaving my legs, or I don't know, anything that you guys would like me to do. Write it here in the comments. I will then make a poll and the community can vote, and obviously the one with the highest vote, that's the one that I will do. Okay, so I need to keep my promises, and yesterday I was reminded that Devold, the likes did actually surpass the amount of people that was watching the live stream, so I need to fulfill that promise. Okay, so guys, let me know in the comments and we can do a poll. Okay, what I will do is I will take a note of all the comments and then I will make a poll, right? We either do the poll today or we do the poll tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be interested to see what you guys want me to do. So let's do some crazy stuff. Let's have some fun, okay? Crypto is always so serious and the technical analysis is always so serious, so let's have a little bit of fun over here. Okay, let me put myself back onto the screen. Okay, what I would also like to say is please smash up the like, okay? Because it helps the YouTube algorithm spread the video to people that haven't seen it before. And my dream is to grow this community and see how far it can take us. Right, legends. Let me read through some of the comments here and see what you guys are saying. Devold, if it's not a secret, what is the trading plan for Blowfin's copy trading? Yes, I did explain to everyone that by using my link down in the description. Let me just go there and explain it briefly, quick. Let's go into today's live stream. Let's just pause this over here. Open this up, enlarge it so everyone can see. Right, so 3 of the exchanges that I use to do my trading is Bybit, Blowfin, where you don't need to KYC. I must admit to you guys, I do most of my day trading on Blowfin and Mexi, and I do my larger portfolio trading on Bybit. I'm just very comfortable with Bybit. I've been using them for many years. And Blowfin is a new kid on the block, but I mean, the trading volume is even larger than Mixi's at the moment. So lots of liquidity. I've been testing them out. Great exchange. I'm also registered as a master trader here on Blowfin, where you can copy my trades. And I'm still just finalizing the information so that I can take you guys exactly through the steps that you need to follow when you assign money into the copy trading account. How does all those settings work? Okay, unfortunately I can't see the settings because I'm a master trader, so I'm just waiting for the information to be finalized. Right, so $80,000 bonus by signing up here, and then you can go and copy my trades. The spots are filling up. I just want to see here on Blowfin, let's see, copy trading. Let's see how many spots are available. Okay, I know it's filling up quite fast. I didn't expect it to fill up so fast. If you search for me on copy trading, you'll find me. 22 positions filled already, only 200 spots left. Well, 200 spots and 22 is filled already. Okay, so I will start soon. I'm just waiting for a couple of things to be finalized. This is not a rushing game. This is not a thing for me where I'm going to try and double my money in a couple of days. This is not how I trade. I trade with good risk management and I take high probable trades. And I think, you know, entrusting me with other people, well, entrusting me with your money, it means I'm going to be even more responsible, apply exceptionally good risk management. So if there are losses, the losses will be small, but the wins hopefully will be big. Okay, so we want to I want to turn this into a winning trade for my community. Right, and yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say here on Blowfin. So I will keep you guys updated as soon as I start with the copy trading. There's just a couple of admin things that I still need to sort out, but so far, you know, it's the spots are filling up. Right, okay. Let's get back into the action here. Price of Bitcoin. And before we dive in there, let's just go through some more comments. You are cute. I am flattered. Thank you so much. Put on your favorite suit. Okay, I actually do not own a suit anymore. I don't own a suit. I only actually have casual or formal casual clothing. Right, wear a crazy hat. I mean, that's easy enough to do. Okay, dance. Oof. Yo. Okay. With all gratitude, something like that would be fun, but maybe just trading online or chat with us. Okay, cool. Live trade. Yes, live trade, definitely. I mean, if there's an opportunity, I will definitely do a live trade with you guys. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay. I do want to highlight, I have done some live trading in the past, not with this community, with some other people. And the one thing that I didn't like about the live trading, and is, you know, you guys need to promise me that you're not going to do the same thing, is that when I do a live trade, I have often seen people go in with their entire accounts at 50x leverage and 100x leverage, and people then liquidate if the trade turns against us and things. So I've just seen people do crazy things with live trading. Okay, so if you guys can promise me that you'll apply good risk management like I've been teaching here on the channel, never afford or never lose more than 1% per trade, by all means we can do that. But I just don't want messages after the fact to say that, Devil, I entered this trade with you and now my account is liquidated. Like, no, that should not be the case. Okay, good morning everyone from Los Angeles. Miss Melanie, welcome to the stream. Crazy things. Share your long-term spot bag portfolio. Ooh, okay. Will you and Andy be competing on Blowfin? Lol, I see he's also on there. Yes, Andy is also registering as a copy trader. Oh, I think he's already on there. And we're just getting some things sorted before we start. Okay. Don't you have a birthday suit? That is funny. That is funny. Yes, I think we all have a birthday suit. The question is, do I want to show you my birthday suit? Okay. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the price of Bitcoin over here. So, what I wanted to highlight here, and this is what we're all here for, right? This is what we're all here for, is I'm just looking for my trend line folder, which is on, is it this one? Okay, cool. So legends, I know this looks a little bit messy over here, but you know, we can take the diamond pattern out the way now. I've discussed this diamond pattern, and for now it looks like it's playing out. Okay, nice reversal pattern here at the bottom. So because I missed this breakout here to the upside, and I was hoping, like I said, I was really hoping for another claim of the lows, and that would have been a sweet little long entry here for me to the upside. But nonetheless, I have a couple of trading strategies in my pocket. So I applied my trend line strategy over here, and I played the breakout over here, okay, to the upside. And here again, I played the one line trend strategy, and we had a breakout here to the upside. And if we form yet again another consolidation over here, guess what? I will be having a trend over there waiting for the breakout. But I mean, it could also be a fake out to the downside, and that is why we have good risk management. Okay, so this is the trade that I entered. My position is already protected, expecting a little bit more momentum here to the upside. And the one thing that I am looking at over here, okay, is when you take a fib from the high to the low. Right, these are definitely profit-taking areas because you just never know how high we are going to go. And I've just seen it play out so often, legends, where people take the perfect trade, they are in the profits, okay, and price even goes higher, and they're like, yes, 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 and they just leave it. The greed starts to kick in, and you have to remember to take profits at clear pivot points. Okay, here by the 50% fib level, we have a consolidation area. I will definitely be taking profits at this level over here. And I will leave some of the position open, okay, to perhaps come and claim the 618 level, right, which is confluence with this pivot over here. And then I'll see what happens here. If I see weakness in the price, if I see that we're struggling, it looks like price is turning around, I'll just cash out the entire position. But if I see strength and I see some nice green volume supporting the move here to the upside, I will definitely make that trading decision to say that, okay, I'll take profits, but I'll leave some of the position open for higher levels. Okay. So this is kind of the trading plan that I'm looking at here at the moment. And of course, I have to stress my position is protected. Okay, so if price turns against me, I'm happy. Okay, right. So this is obviously the clearest resistance areas that I see on top. And what I'm also kind of hoping to see in the structure is I'm hoping to see us tap the 0.618. If we come down up here and we tap the 0.618, probabilities increase to get higher momentum. So you could tap it, reject, make a higher low, and follow the continuation to the upside. If we reject here by the 50% fib level, then there's still a chance we can come and claim the lows. Okay, and the reason I say that, and I know this is a little bit technical, is if I go into the 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is kind of what I'm seeing here at the moment, where this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If we reject by the 50%, there's a chance that we can still go and claim the lows. This is what I'm looking. If we tap the 0.618, it means that a fifth wave is potentially cancelled and we can still find upwards momentum. Okay. So kind of the structure that I'm looking at the moment over here. Another thing that I was pondering and working on during today is to say that, well, what if this is, and I know I'll explain it as best as I can, it looks a little bit messy over here, but this is kind of something that I still see playing out here. So just following the green line over here, this is a scenario that I'm also watching, is to say that, well, perhaps this was A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, which means that we could be ranging for a lot longer before we see a breakout to the upside. And for now, this scenario kind of feels like it's making sense, considering we're going into May and everyone is saying, you know, sell in May, go away, whatever the case might be. So perhaps we could still be ranging in this area for a little while longer, making a complex corrective structure where we have a W, so it's basically 1, 2, 3 W, 1, 2, 3 X, W, Y. Okay, corrective structure where we are right now. So definitely something that I'm keeping an eye on. Just want to take this flip out quickly here. So also how I'm measuring the C wave here to the upside. So if this is A, B, C, okay, the B wave here hit the B expanding targets to perfection. Okay, it hit the B expanding targets to perfection. So this can be labeled a B wave over here, where we are now going to start a C wave here to the upside, where the maximum target I see over here is around about $69,100, give or take. Okay, if I translate this back into the liquidity that we've got over here, 69, what did I say? 69, let's say $69,000. $69,000, we'll have to zoom out a little bit for that. Okay, let's see if there's liquidity that can support that move. Oh, 65, there's a lot of liquidity above these highs. Do you guys see how much liquidity is above $65,000? $65,000. Okay, this is why I will take profits over here. Okay, if we get momentum here to the upside and we break all of these resistances over here, we break the trend, definitely a profit taking area. Because the one thing that I'm watching is to say, the rule for Elliott wave theory states that when you make an expanded B to the downside and you hit the 1.236 and the 1382, there's a high chance that you're also going to make an extended C wave to the upside, which could hit $69,000. Okay, but we have to acknowledge that this is a C wave target. This is a C wave target. This is a C wave target. No, not this one. Sorry, guys, not that one. C, C, C. Okay, 1.238, or the 1.382 is not a C wave target. Okay, so, but there's massive liquidity lying here beneath the 1-to-1 ratio. So from a larger time frame perspective, if we can find momentum here to the upside and you break this trend, okay, you're either going to have a fake out, or you're going to have a retest for continuation to the upside to come claim the $69,000 level. There's just a massive amount of liquidity lying here. right? So it could definitely be a resistance area for momentum to the downside, or it could be you grab the liquidity and you continue the momentum here to the upside, where you're just keeping an eye on this trend over here, okay? So if you did catch an entry, and this is the game plan for me at the moment from a larger time frame perspective, if you did catch an entry down here in this area over here, okay, we can, from this scenario's perspective, okay, we can still expect a little bit higher, okay, and this can take, I mean, until mid-May, 20th of May to play out, just depending on price action and all the retests and things like that. And then for it to finish, why is my time frames disappearing over there? Okay, it's not giving me more time frame over here for some reason. Anyways, so this is kind of the scenario that I'm watching at the moment, if this is indeed a WXY correction. Okay, so one of the scenarios that I am pondering with at the moment, I think based, and I mean anything is possible, based on this structure over here, it just feels highly unlikely to just climb out of here. It just, for now, it feels highly unlikely. It feels like the range still needs to continue for a while before we get the explosion to the upside. Okay. Let's go through some more comments over here. Dave, Devil, do you have a trading group? What do you mean by trading group? I don't have a trading group. I used to have a trading buddy. It's nice to have a trading buddy. It keeps you level-headed. And if you can find a trading buddy, the trading buddies or the community that really helped me was the Discord communities. Like we have a Legends Discord community where you can share ideas and thoughts with like-minded people, see the levels that they are watching, how they apply good risk management, ask questions, and just have someone to talk to, because trading, when you do it by yourself, becomes very lonely. Okay, so you need to surround yourself with like-minded people, and that's why I love the Legends Discord community that myself and Andy has put together here, where like-minded people can share knowledge and talk to each other, and I would then call that a group, a community that trades together. Okay. But before I had the Discord communities, I mean, I did have some trading buddies. Some of them fade and some of them get liquidated and they don't want to carry on, so you're stuck by yourself. But trading is a lonely game, guys. Trading, it really is a lonely game. If you sit in your house every single day and all you do is stare at the charts and do a couple of trades, it's a very lonely game to play, because when you have a 9 to 5 and you have people surrounding you and you can go grab a coffee with your best friend there at work, you know, that you miss that companionship and talking to people and being surrounded by people and sharing thoughts and ideas. So yes, I used to have a trading buddy, not anymore, and now I have you guys. I now have the community. This is why I'm here, you know, to share my love, to share my knowledge, and hopefully if not all of you, some of you at least here will turn into great successful traders, and then, you know, we can do collabs together and start teaching again. Right. What's the signal for BTC? The signal for BTC? What do you mean the signal for BTC? The ticker? Or do you mean the ticker? I'm not sure what you mean. Yatta, I don't know what you mean, the signal for BTC. Right, Nags, Devil, my man, how you doing? Great, Nags, great to see you here. Thanks for joining the stream, I appreciate it. We might SFP from the local high right now. Let's go check that out. Local high from right now. Let me just clean up the chart over here. Yes, I do see it. Okay, and this is why it's so important to break this resistance with high green volume. Okay, so you guys can see this is a local high over here. Okay, if we do not successfully break this high, and I mean break it, not just tap it, you need to break it, you can definitely flip this area into support for continuation to the upside. But just tapping it, okay, we're almost there, we're not there yet, just tapping it and then falling down means that we could go down a little bit lower, and perhaps we can still make a higher low for continuation to the upside. But probabilities for me, if I switch on, and we spoke about this in the Legends community, I think I spoke about this during my update. Probabilities for me, when you switch on your session volume profile, I know this gets a little bit technical, okay? It basically shows you the session volume that was traded every single day. So each of these little blocks represent a day, okay? So yesterday we had a point of control where the most amount of volume was traded. We have a value area high. This is what we refer to as the value area high of the range and the value area low of the range. So what I said during my update as well is I want to see the value area high hold for continuation to the upside when we were over here, and then we came back for a retest, beautiful retest and a bounce. Okay, so you held this area because from a range trading perspective, when you come back into a range, there's a high probability that you're going to retest it as resistance and come back all the way down and potentially grab the liquidity below these lows. Okay, so for bullish momentum to continue, if we do get rejected here, you want to see this level hold. Okay, if we lose this level, then we're going back down. We're gonna come grab the liquidity. Definitely a possibility. Right, but we have to acknowledge that for now the trend is okay. From a larger time frame perspective, the trend is down, but from a smaller time frame perspective, the trend is up at the moment. We have broken the trend, we have broken the mini trend over here, so this could be a scalp, okay, where you SFP from the highs, you retest this area as support, and you get another attempt to the upside, and we'll just have to see whether this is a breakout and a retest and a support, or whether it's a double top. You know, where you get those double tops. Failing to break through, beautiful swing failure pattern, and then we come and grab the liquidity below. Okay, so I really want to see this level hold, which we did do over here. We already tested it. Okay, beautiful test over there. And for continuation, where we are right now, okay, we need to claim that high properly. Like, I mean properly, not just kiss it. We need to claim it properly. So you can see we're struggling here, and one of two things can happen here. And let me perhaps go here onto the 5-minute time frame. Okay, we are either building up a spring, to have that breakout to the upside, or we are struggling and we're going to start curling over. Okay, you're going to start curling over, and if we lose this level, there's a high chance that we're going to come down here. Okay, so you want to see this level hold over here. Right, legends, that's kind of what I'm seeing here on the smaller time frames. But nags, yes, definitely a valid point. Take a line, put your line on there, snap it on there with a magnet, even better. Then you know it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Snap it on with a magnet. We actually just tapped it, if I'm not mistaken. Right, we did actually SFP from the high. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. We did actually SFP here from the high. Look at that. You tap it, you reject. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a swing failure pattern. Right, not an easy one to trade, because usually you get that nice wick outside and then you get acceptance back above. And often what you also get is you get a retest, okay, and then you reject again. And then when you take a fib from the high to the low, you will see this is usually the 618. Okay. That is a beautiful swing failure pattern to play, but you don't always get them. Okay, you literally tap this thing. I mean, look at that. If I zoom in here for everyone to see, I mean, just look at that. Literally just tapped it like a hair. Okay, and now we're getting the rejection here to the downside. Right, let's see what CVD is showing us over here. Just want to look at CVD. We did form some bearish CVD on this move up. I think we invalidated it, but I don't see. Okay, let me just zoom in here to make sure. So it's still pretty neutral here at the moment. Okay, so there's still a chance. It still looks pretty neutral here at the moment. So there's still a chance that we can go and claim the high again. Okay, and then we'll just have to see how we react there. But for now, it looks pretty neutral. There was some bearish CVD building up between this pivot and when we started having this move here to the upside, but then we invalidated it by taking the high. Then we bounced on support. This high offered support. We broke through. We bounced on it. And we are currently still above this high. And this is on the 5-minute time frame. So for now, I think if we can hold this high over here, we could still have another attempt at the highs. Okay, which it looks like it wants to do at the moment. But let's see. That is still... just tapped it there. Just tapped it. And swing failure pattern. Okay, for those of you that are not familiar with swing failure patterns, you have a clear pivot high and you want to see us break it. Not just break it like that. You want to see us break it and you want to see green volume kicking in. Then you know that if you have a retracement, this is potentially a nice little long trigger over here. Okay, expecting momentum to the upside because you broke it properly and you're retesting it as support for continuation. Okay, you flip the highs into support. But for now, this is not convincing for me at the moment to say that we're going to go to higher levels. Okay. It would be interesting to see with this move up here, do we start forming bearish CVD or is it just going to stay neutral? Because if it's going to stay neutral, there's a chance that we can go higher. Right, let's go through some more comments over here. Thank you for the honesty about being a trader. I hope we can all learn so much from you that we can collaborate with you. Definitely, definitely. I mean, this is how I started. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I started. I was... I lost a lot of money. I made a lot of money. I started learning how to trade. And then it becomes very lonely. And then I joined some communities, you know, to be part of something. I think I made some friends with local people here in my area. And, yeah, that didn't work out. And, yeah, and then I think I started following Andy for quite some time. I actually followed Andy because he was one of the few traders that I found that actually knew what the hell they were talking about. And he also fitted my trading style. Like he was singing the same language. I was like, okay, this is how I'm analyzing the chart. And then I look at Andy's show and I was like, well, he's basically saying exactly what I have been analyzing. And yes, and this is how I got into contact with Andy. I started sharing my analysis, my true story. I started sharing my analysis with Andy to say, hey, Andy, I think this is going to play out today. Hey, Andy, I think this is now going to play out. This is what I'm seeing in the chart. And Andy was like, okay, Devil, I think we need to start working together. Like your analysis, my analysis, we gel together. And this is how I got here. This is how I got here. So Andy was my inspiration from a YouTube perspective to start my own channel. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't want to start a YouTube channel. I just wanted to be in the background, providing analysis and supporting the team. And then I was asked, Devil, wouldn't you like to start a YouTube channel? I was like, I don't know. Let's test it. Let's see if it's something that I would enjoy. And then I started the YouTube channel, I think last year, November, just testing it out, just playing around, stuffing around with the software. And then I fell in love with it and the community just started growing. And I was like, okay, well, maybe the calling found me. Okay. And now I'm here and growing the channel with you guys. Right. You should create a trading academy. Yes, yes. Joe, welcome to the show. Joe Bennett. I appreciate you for helping us. Thank you so much. And I actually find energy and I love doing this with you guys. So thanks for being here and thanks for supporting the channel. Smash up the like to spread the love and let's see how far we can grow. Right. Hi Devil, strange YouTube have not sent me any notifications about the stream. I watched 2Speed from beginning as proposal for poll. Tuxedo and monocle. Okay. Yes, I will be honest with you guys. Do you guys, I mean, this is not trading at the moment, but you know, let's have some fun over here. Do you guys know? Okay, I just want to do this here quickly. That to teach your brain to absorb information a lot quicker. I can tell you guys, there is so much information on YouTube, and if you have to watch everything on your settings at normal speed, it's going to take you a very long time to absorb and take in the information. So I have trained my brain over many years already, but it's a very quick process to get there, is that when you watch any YouTube content, you listen to a book or audio, a book, whatever the case might be, the trick that I found, let's see if this works. For those of you that are not used to listening to audio or to YouTube channels in 2 times speed or 1.75 or 1.5 or 1.25. What I used to do is, and I'm going to keep quiet so that it makes sense. You will see before I do it, I'm going to play it at 2 times speed, and then I'm going to start reducing the speed. Okay, and you will see how quickly your brain adapts to it. So 2 times speed is going to be too crazy for your brain to even grasp if you've never done it before. But as soon as I reduce the speed, you're going to be like, hang on, I actually know what he's talking about. I can follow him. And then gradually you start increasing the speed. But the key point is you start at a speed that is too fast for you, and then you decrease the speed. Okay, and then your brain adapts to it very quickly. Right, so let me just quickly use this as an example. Right, I just want to put the music here softer a little bit so that you guys can hear. Let me do this. I know this is not trading. Maybe this is not why you joined, but I just, I have a passion for teaching. So if I put this on 2 times speed and I do this, I need to just pause the music over here so I can play this. Okay, let's do this. Right. Play. Open this up, enlarge it so everyone can see. Right, so 3 of the exchanges that I use to do my trading is Bybit, Blowfin, where you don't need to KYC. I must admit to you guys, I do most of my day trading on Blowfin and Mexi, and I do my larger portfolio trading on Bybit. I'm just very comfortable with Bybit. I've been using them for many, many years. And Blowfin is a new kid on the block, but I mean, the trading volume is even larger than Mexi's at the moment. So lots of liquidity. I've been testing them out. Great exchange. I'm also registered as a master trader here on Blowfin, where you can copy my trades. And I'm still just finalizing the information so that I can take you. Okay, so basically, what I was trying to demonstrate over here is that when you start at a fast speed and you gradually just reduce the speed a little bit, you can see that you can actually listen to content a little bit faster. So I'll be honest with you guys, I consume all my content in 2 times speed, and sometimes it still feels too slow for me because YouTube only gives you an option for 2 times speed. So I consume all of my content at 2 times speed, which means I can consume twice as much content with the same amount of time that I spend. But right. The reason you're all here is not for this. The reason you're all here is for Bitcoin. Let's go through some more comments over here. Can you please check 1 inch? Let's do that. Let's go and check 1 inch here quick. You can see I've got Atom here. I've got KSM. Nice little breakout here to the upside. I'm keeping a close eye here on Ethereum. Let's go have a look at, what was it? Yes, he just lost my 1 inch. 1 inch. I don't think I have it on here. Okay. 1 inch USDT. Right, let's see what is happening with 1 inch. I know this project has been around for long. I am quite familiar with it. There's some influencers that promoted this project for quite some time. Okay, let's see what is cooking over here. Let's go on to the daily first. Wow. Okay. Right. I do like the technicals. I can see that it doesn't have a high market cap. And I just want to see something here from where we are right now to the ultimate highs at 20x. We're looking at a potential 20x project over here. If we do find upwards momentum, we go claim the highs, 20x coin over here. I'm not too familiar with the fundamentals. But technically it looks good. It has these long wicks to the upside, which tells me not a big market cap at the moment. I do like that it made all-time highs during the last bull cycle. I do like the consolidation area over here. It has found a low. It has found the low and it's getting upwards momentum, which shows me the project is well and alive. Okay. Now let's go zoom into this little structure over here. Let's go on to the 8 hour. I just want to see what's happening and cooking over here. Okay. Okay, so we found a low over here. I just want to go and measure out some levels quickly. Okay, that was most probably the 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keeping it simple. Let's do some resistances over here. Okay, this is an obvious bouncing area over here. Massive consolidation, support, and support again. Okay, so this area, for bullish momentum to continue, you really want to see this area hold. Okay, you really want to see this area hold over here. And that is most likely also in confluence with the 618. If I take a fib from the low to the high, 618 between in the golden zone. So also what I like is it's inside of the golden zone where it's finding the bounce at the moment. Right, okay. Just want to check RSI on the 8 hours at the bottom. Daily at the bottom, it's coming down still, but that's fine. 12 hours already at the bottom. So I think from a spot bag perspective, this is definitely an area for me where I would start loading up a little bit, where you want to start nibbling. You had a massive multi-month upwards momentum. You had a correction here to the downside. You are in the golden zone. And definitely for me, this is a place where I start adding to my spot bags. Okay, definitely a place where I will start adding to my spot bags. From a fib perspective, I just want to see 1, 2, A, B. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, and this is the confusing thing with low cap altcoins. You often get these wicks that confuse Fibonacci's. You don't know which pivot to take because that high over there was not supposed to happen because this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, so from a more bearish perspective, if 1 inch had to come down to 28 cents, that to me would be the golden ticket for me. Okay, I can only tell you guys what I would do, no financial advice. So if we had to lose this low over here and we come back down, right, this to me would be a even better load up zone. But you have to acknowledge you might not get it. Okay, where you are now forming a low and a higher low, so this could carry you out of this momentum. And I'm not sure if it's going to make a lower high and then consolidate again, or it could be the momentum that's going to consolidate, and it's just going to break out. Okay, because this does look like a 1, 2, and you're going to make a third wave here to the upside. The one thing that I do want to stress, guys, that if this, and let's just play out the scenario, and I'm using the words if, okay? Please do not bank on what I'm saying over here. If this is the impulse, okay, which it is. This is the impulse, and if this correction, okay, is for this entire impulse over here, it can still last a while longer, okay, because there's a time relationship between impulses and corrections. So from the low to the high, oops, forgot the wrong tool. From the low to the high, okay, we are not even by a minimum target. So ideally what you want to see in a perfect world, and it doesn't always happen in a perfect world, you want to see a 1-to-1 extension, and then you have the breakout to the upside. But I have seen with a lot of altcoins as well that the 0.382 is considered a minimum target. Okay, so you could still have momentum here. You reject by the trend, you come back down, you try again, and then once you start getting here by the 618, you inside 382, 618, then you could potentially start looking at true breakouts to the upside. But this correction just feels too short, okay, for this impulse at the moment. So you could have upwards momentum, but the probabilities of claiming the high is not great just as yet. But I mean, the market is here to surprise us. I just don't like that this correction is not even at a minimum target at the moment. Right, if we were here, if this correction was here already, I would have said there's a higher probability that we can still go up and claim the highs. But for now, this is still a great load up zone, okay, for me. And what I'm seeing here on the price of 1 inch. Right, so just quick and dirty analysis over there. The trend that I would be watching, okay, let's just wrap this up. The trend that I will be watching is most probably this one. Okay, for now, yeah, it's just a lot of fake outs. Low cap altcoins, they give you a lot of fake outs. It's difficult to have proper trends on them. So you just have to connect the dots. Okay, 1, 2, fake out. You can see it did offer support. It then broke down. It retested it. Okay, so this looks like the trend. So if you're not sure what to do, I will just be keeping an eye on this trend over here, and you want to see a successful breakout. Okay. Right, so that is what I see here on the price of 1 inch. Let's go through some more comments over here. I'm doing that more and more lately. Okay, can you please check 1 inch? I've done that. And thank you, Andy, for motivating you. Yes, and thank you for doing this for us. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Devil. Thanks for starting the copy trade on Blowfin. Pleasure, absolute pleasure. Okay. What do you think about ETH BTC perspective? Let's go look at the ETH BTC chart over here. Right, to ETH. Where is my ETH BTC? Here we go. Let's just take stock of where we are. Ooh, it actually looks very good. Okay. So as you guys can see over here, for those of you, I always like to bring in a little bit of education, and I know some of you are very experienced, you've been in the game for long, but I'm really here to help people now joining the channel because I do get a lot of questions after my live streams. What is this? What is this? We don't understand this. You looked at this chart and I have no idea what you were talking about. Okay, so the ETH over Bitcoin chart shows you the strength of Ethereum over the price of Bitcoin. And at the moment, you can see Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum at the moment because ETH over Bitcoin is going down. Okay, and you can see I've been tracking this channel, or this channel can be tracked here from 8 September 2022 to where we are right now. And I've got this low that's offering support at the moment. Okay, and you can see we dipped down below here and we got acceptance. We got a massive bump here to the upside. Is this simply a deviation? Okay, this can simply be a deviation where we are now almost at the top of the support line over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you now, if we had to break this trend successfully, okay, from an ETH to BTC pair perspective, if we had to break this, you want to be an ETH, right? You want to have some bags in ETH. Okay, expecting that momentum here to the upside, where it basically means that Ethereum is stronger over the price of Bitcoin. So by having money in Ethereum versus Bitcoin, you're going to make more money in Ethereum than holding on to your Bitcoin bags, because Bitcoin can consolidate, it can consolidate while the altcoins are doing amazing things here to the upside. Okay, what I also like to look at in combination with this chart is the Bitcoin dominance. And for those of you that don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, it basically shows you the dominance of Bitcoin. So what this means is that when dominance goes up, it means that more people, it's the easiest way that I can explain it, and I know some of you are more technical and you'll think that there are better explanations, but more people are buying into Bitcoin. There's more attention around Bitcoin. So what this means is dominance goes up, okay, alts stand still. Okay, that's basically what it means. They are not exploding the way that they should be exploding. Dominance goes down, Bitcoin takes a little bit of a backseat, and that's where all the action happens inside of the altcoins. Right, this is where all the action happened inside of the altcoins, even with these little dumps that we had here to the downside. And even with this little dump that we now recently have or had, you can see how it is protecting the altcoins from bleeding out. Okay, so often what happens with Bitcoin dominance is because we had dominance drop over here, even with Bitcoin dropping so significantly here to the downside, most of the altcoins still have bullish structures because this drop protected the altcoins. Okay, where you need to be careful is when Bitcoin goes down and dominance goes up. Okay, that is where the altcoins bleed and you see those 50%, 70%, 100% drops in the altcoins. Okay, Bitcoin price goes up and dominance goes down. That is what you want. That is what you want. You want dominance to drop and you want Bitcoin price to range or go up in a range. That's usually where you see that altcoin season explode here to the upside. So for now, what I'm seeing here on dominance, and you can see we are at critical support at the moment with dominance. Okay, so I'm here on the 3-day chart. And I've been tracking this momentum here, you can say from September But you can see this trend is an 18-month-old trend that has just been tracking this momentum here to perfection here to the upside. And look at where we are at the moment. This resist or support. Again, that's tricky to say. Is it resistance? Is it support? At the moment, it's offering support. This support, you can see here by the highs, is where we are right now. So, and this is why I have these little arrows here. There's one of two things going to happen here. We're either going to get a bounce, okay, and altcoin season is cancelled, or if we have to lose the support, which means you're also losing the trend over here, and you retest it as resistance, okay, and we find continuation here to the downside, it might be a very red month for Bitcoin or a sideways month for Bitcoin during May, but you are going to see phenomenal things from altcoins if this scenario had to play out. It's going to be absolutely face-melting price action from your favorite altcoins if dominance had to drop over here and Bitcoin just ranges, or even finds a little bit of upwards momentum. This is what you want to see for altcoin season. You want to see dominance go down. Okay. Right. And take these paths out the way as well. Okay, cool. So I do like the fact that now if I look at the ETH BTC chart, is that if this support can hold and we break out here and dominance loses the support, you are going to see some crazy things from Ethereum. Okay. Right. Sorry, what's up next? Hi, Devil, how are you? Aditya, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. You short SFP? I unfortunately do not trade when I do live streams, but I think this was definitely a beautiful SFP over here. And Legends, I might not have caught this SFP if I was in front of my PC, but I would have definitely entered a little bit later. Okay, it's not to say that you have to enter it exactly at that level, because this is a difficult one. The price action that I usually enter for SFPs, okay, is usually it breaks through and then it gets acceptance back below the level and it goes down a little bit further and it comes back for a retest and then it falls down. And then when you take a fib from the high to the low, that's usually the 618 level, or you get the breakout and the acceptance back below. So you can enter it there, you can enter it over here, expecting more momentum here to the downside to perhaps come and bounce here on the value area high, or even further down here by these lows where you will find support. Okay, profit taking areas. Right. But there is still a chance that we can find, for now, there's still a chance, okay, that we can find support above these highs over here, right? And then come back for a retest. And then the question is it just a retest of the scene of the crime, or are we going to break it with high volume? I want to have a look here at, let's just refresh this, at CVD at the moment. Okay. I don't see any bearish CVD just as yet, but I mean, we have to acknowledge that this pivot is still very far away. So for us to even make bullish CVD, right, CVD is going to have to fall quite far. CVD has to still fall quite far for us to make bullish CVD. So I don't see any bearish CVD, but I also don't see any bullish CVD. So it's very neutral here at the moment. Okay. But nonetheless, like you've mentioned, this was not an easy one, because you literally tapped it and you moved away. Okay, it's not an easy one over here. But I will admit I did play my one-line trade strategy here to the upside. Okay, and my TP most probably did hit because my TP was at the high. I was hoping for this, a breakout and a retest and continuation. Okay, so, but I mean, you have to acknowledge that there's resistance over there. Right. Let's go through some more comments over here. Oh my God, I'm watching 2Speed. You watching yourself 2Speed. So that's actually a good idea. So when I put myself on 2Speed and you were watching a 2Speed and they multiplied yours by 2, that's insane. I don't know if I'll be able to listen to myself at 4 times speed. Mol, what do you think about, okay, we've gone through that. AG, do you think Matic can give so much in the bull market? Which crypto do you think you should have in your portfolio? Thanks in advance. AG, you're asking a very important question, and I'm going to ask you to wait until Sunday. Okay, there's a surprise coming. Right. that is basically it. What is happening with the relaxing music? Yeah, I had to switch off the music to show everyone my 2x speed lesson that I taught everyone here. Okay. Could this be the bounce? Could this be the bounce that's going to claim the high? So legends, what I would be looking at, I'm here on the 5-minute time frame. What I would be looking at, I mean, this was obviously a good swing failure pattern, but you have to acknowledge, right? The trend from a local perspective here is up. So if you are trying to short an uptrend, you have to be very defensive. So if you entered this SFP, you might get lucky and we fall down, okay? But you might find support above the highs and you go and bounce and claim the level again. And then you're like, crap, I didn't take profits, okay? So in an uptrend, shorts needs to be in and out. Okay, you take profits by support, okay? And in a downtrend, vice versa. So, I mean, we can still fall down further from here. So perhaps, you start taking profits on your way down. You leave some of the position open to come and claim this pivot over here, perhaps, okay, where it's a beautiful retest of the trend. Perhaps we get a retest of the trend and then continuation back to the upside. But you want to see this level hold, legends. If we do not hold this value area high over here, okay, I just want to check out something else quick here. Let's put off the, wait, before I do that. This is not an easy one. From a Fibonacci perspective, this is not an easy one. I would use this pivot over here. Okay. 618, 50% has confluence with this pivot. Now, it's not an easy one. For bullish momentum to remain to the upside, you really want to see us hold the 50% fib level, the value area high, which is basically these lows over here. So if we do find momentum here to the downside, you want to see a bounce in this area. Double top, triple top even, but you want to see acceptance back above the level, okay, for continuation here to the upside. If we're going to break down here and retest it, okay, we're going to come claim these lows. So there's a high probability we're going to come claim the lows down here. Okay, so it's kind of the scenarios that I'm seeing in at the moment. Right, what else? Let me put the music back on here for everyone. Let me just put this softer here quick. Let's do this. Everyone's asking for the music. Let's do this. Okay, luckily no copyright strikes on the songs that I'm playing here, because my brother made this music for me. And my brother, if you're on the stream, just say hi so everyone can see you. So he produces this music in his studio. Okay, check Zeta. Can you check Zeta? Okay, before I check Zeta, someone wrote, let me just put it softer here on my computer. Let's do that. Okay, just let me know, guys, if the music's too loud, I can put it softer. I can't hear how loud you are hearing the music. Okay. I'm long on Link. My liquidity price is $11. Can it go? Right. Lala. Okay, let's go have a look at Link here quick. Link. Where is my link? I have too many altcoins here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have too many altcoins. Link. USDT. Let's see. Where are you? Why is it not showing me where you are? Sorry guys, I'm just struggling to find Mr. Link over here. There we go. Okay. You have bought in at $11.5. Right, so you bought, okay, so you must have bought somewhere else. If you are in at $11.5, you must have bought during this consolidation area over here, because we haven't hit that price in with the recent price action here to the downside. Okay, so your entry is over here by the 6.6 level. This is where your entry is. Okay, well, I would say you definitely have a chance, because you have a low, you have a higher low, and we could definitely, there's a possibility that we could break the trend or reject, Okay, so you just have to observe what's going to happen over here, but we could definitely come and claim this high. And maybe I should stop using the word definitely. There's a possibility that we can come and claim the high since you have made a higher low over here. Okay, if you have an entry over here, I would definitely make sure that my position is protected. Do not have a stop loss over here and move it down when price goes against you. Do not do that. So protect position. You have a great entry at $11.5. And let's just zoom into smaller time frames over here to see what happened. I know Andy loves Link. He's got a big bag of Link. And if I'm not mistaken, Link is, I think, his biggest bag in his portfolio. Right. So from a fundamental perspective, I also love Link. Let's just see if I go into the 1 hour. Okay, so yeah. Okay, if we get a breakout, so wait, it's either already starting to break out, but if I place the trend here on top of this pivot over here, so you have 1, 2, 3 touches, this is now the 4th touch. If we can get a successful breakout from where we are right now on Link, I would definitely leave that position open. But if we're going to start rejecting over here and come down, I can only tell you what I would do, right? I would definitely take some profits because you are in profit at the moment, okay? But there's a chance that we are building up a spring here and you're going to see a little breakout here from Link, potentially even to come claim this high over here, okay? And then we'll have to see what happens when we get to the bigger trend upstairs, right? So this is still a significant move here to the upside from where we are right now until we potentially hit this consolidation area over here. That is already a 10% move. That is massive. That's a massive move here to the upside, right? To go and claim the all-time highs, you're looking at 18%. Well, not the all-time highs. Sorry. The local high here, okay? This local high, you're looking at 17 to 18%. But there's a chance that Link, watch this trend over here, okay? If you see a rejection, what you want to see is if you see a rejection and you can still make a higher low for another attempt to break out, okay? That would be beautiful because then you're building a larger 1, 2, 3 wave here to the upside. But it has a chance where it is right now. Bitcoin just needs to play ball. So at once, you can see at once it's kissing the trend, it wants to break out. So observe the price reaction at this trend. If you get a nice little breakout supported by green volume, then you know, okay, potentially that's your next profit taking area. You wait until we get to the trend. Okay, TP area, always at resistance. TP area. I would even argue and say that's also a TP area over there, right? So if I take a fib from the high, normal fib, from the high to the low, okay, you can see how beautifully the 50% lines up with this consolidation area and the 618 with this consolidation area, because there's never a guarantee. There's no guarantee that you are just going to do this, right? You can reject from the 50%. And then you can reject from the 618 and then you can fall down, or you could successfully break through. Right, but I mean, you do have a beautiful entry there. I would just make sure that it's protected so that if price does turn against you, that you're not sitting in a loss. Okay, but you're already what? If you entered here by $11.5 roundabout to where we are right now. Let me just get that again. Okay, you're already up 17%. So I'm not sure if it's from a spot perspective, if you applied some leverage to this trade, or if it's a swing trade with low leverage. Nonetheless, you're in profits here at the moment, but it has a chance because when I take a fib from the low to the high over here, okay, just take this one out so it's not confusing, you can see where we found support, right? By the 786 inside of the golden zone. Almost tapped the 0.88, but not yet. We didn't tap it. Very close, but we didn't tap it. Okay, so just keep an eye on this trend. And if you want to be more conservative and you want to say, well, okay, I want a confirmed breakout, then I would put my trend most probably there. Okay, you put it on top of that consolidation area. So if I zoom into the 15 minutes, you can see where my trend is placed on those two pivots. So I want to see a breakout. You want to see a proper breakout here. Right, at the moment it's struggling in this area, but I mean anything can happen. What else? All you need to do right now is pray. The liquidation is so... Oh, did you say your liquidation is at 11.5? Sorry, did I misread that? Your liquidation, sorry, I misread. If your liquidation is at 11.5, then I agree with what Lynn is saying over here. You need to pray that you don't hit that level. Okay. Right, but the first thing, and I mean, a lot of people will hate me for saying this, and I just have to say it because this is what I stand for, is that if you have a liquidation price and you are hoping that it will not get triggered, okay, the first mistake you made was by entering the trade. Okay, and I know this sounds harsh, and the reason I say it is because when you enter a trade, okay, you need to know why you are entering. This is your why line. Okay, right, this is a little bit confusing. Let me do this. Let me grab some black space over here. And I will say this over and over during my live streams. You need to know why you are entering the trade. You need to know exactly what your risk is. Okay, this is the most important. Why are you entering the trade? What is my risk? And where am I going to take profits? Okay, the 3 W's. I just made up something here. I call it my 3 W's over here. If you exercised your 3 W's before you entered the trade, okay, you would not be stressing about where am I going to get liquidated? Is price going to hit over there? Because you would know exactly where your risk management is. You would know exactly why you entered. You would know exactly why and where to take profits. Okay, so sorry, I'm not hammering or punishing anyone. I'm just educating you as to say that it's not what everyone wants to hear, but you need to know this before you just buy. I mean, it's so easy to click that button. You just click and it buys. Okay, set the leverage, you click. This is the hard work. That's the easy work. By buying into a crypto and buying your favorite coin is the easy work. This is the hard work. Okay, you need to know your risk management. You need to know why you're entering. You need to know where you're going to take profits. If you do not know this, you should not enter the trade. Okay. Right, legends, that is unfortunately all I have time for today. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate every single one for being here. Please smash up the like. I will go and make a list of all the suggestions in terms of what crazy thing I need to do. And we can do a poll tomorrow and then everyone can vote. Okay. So thanks for being here. And Dave, yes, that's the truth we all need to hear. I sometimes feel bad. Truly, legends, I sometimes feel bad for saying stuff like that, but it is unfortunately the harsh truth. The reason only 3 to 5% of people starting out in the trading game makes it is because everyone gives up or they blow their accounts, they liquidate themselves, and they don't know this. They don't know this. They're not prepared to put in the hard work. They're not prepared to go and backtest their strategies. You know how few, and this is why I've lost some of my trading buddies that I've spoken about. The reason I've lost some of my trading buddies is because they don't want to put in the hard work. They don't want to go and backtest their strategies. We're trading amazing for 2 weeks together and then all of a sudden they get liquidated. And I'm like, but explain to me what happened. I just bought and I didn't put in a stop loss. So I was like, why did you not do this? Okay. You need to go do the hard work, right? You need to do the hard work. Hard work will reward you in trading. Okay. Right, but anyways, thanks legends, thanks for being here. Thank you very much for the stream, Deervold. You are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. I know that there's a lot of comments that I were not able to get through. I try and get through as many comments as I possibly can, but I will see you all in the next one tomorrow, Friday. Looking forward to the weekend, and I will see you guys then. Just for now.